I spent months planning the perfect day. The dress, the flowers, even the playlist. My name's Emily, 27, and I thought I was marrying the love of my life. The morning of the wedding, everything felt surreal. Sunlight pouring through the chapel, my family buzzing with excitement, and him, smiling, calm, holding my hand like nothing could go wrong. Then the call came, a stranger, trembling, voice shaking. Emily, he's marrying someone else. He's been engaged to her for months. I froze. I laughed, thinking it was a joke. Then reality hit like a freight train. Every promise, every whispered forever, every plan, a lie. I watched my groom from across the hall, hand in hand with someone else, someone I didn't know, but who already knew him better than I did. The world spun. The people I trusted most laughed, and in that moment, I didn't feel betrayal. I felt invisible, but invisible people learn to see everything. And when I do, they'll never forget it. I couldn't breathe. My wedding, my so-called forever, had been stolen in plain sight. I left the chapel quietly, slipping past everyone, clutching my veil like it was armor. I needed answers, not tears. I pulled out my phone and started digging. Texts, emails, social media. Every hidden conversation, every secret meeting. Every excuse he ever gave me. It was all there. I discovered flights booked with her, dinners disguised as work meetings, little lies stacked like bricks in a wall I'd never noticed. My heart pounded as I realized he had been living two lives, and I was just the decoration in one of them. I traced her social media, every photo, every post. She laughed in pictures I should have been in. She wore the dresses he bought me, went to the restaurants we dreamed of visiting together. The anger wasn't sharp. It was slow, methodical, burning through every memory I had of him. By the evening, I had a plan forming. Quiet, precise, ruthless. I wouldn't yell. I wouldn't cry in public. I would show everyone, in the most undeniable way, who he really was. And who I really am, because betrayal may have given him a moment of power, but I was ready to reclaim everything. I spent the next few days watching, learning, planning. Every move he made, every interaction, I cataloged it in my mind like a chessboard. I didn't confront him, yet. That would ruin the payoff. I needed the perfect moment. I contacted a few friends from work and subtly reminded them of our history, planting little truths that only they could confirm. I watched as his confidence wavered, small cracks appearing in the armor he thought was unbreakable. I arranged coincidental meetings with clients he bragged about, casually mentioning accomplishments that only I had actually done. Their surprised looks told me everything. His lies were catching up to him, and no one would ever trust him the same way again. I wasn't just reclaiming my life. I was taking back my world, piece by piece. At home, I rehearsed the confrontation silently. Every word, every pause, every look. It had to sting without giving me away. Patience was my ally. Strategy was my weapon. And all the while he remained oblivious, smiling at the wrong moments, celebrating a victory that no longer existed. When the moment came, it wouldn't just be revenge. It would be a masterclass in exposing betrayal. The day finally came. The reception hall was buzzing with laughter, clinking glasses, and music I could barely hear. I walked in, calm, every step deliberate, every eye on me, unaware of the storm about to hit. He smiled when he saw me, confident as ever, thinking the day still belonged to him. I let him think that for one last heartbeat. I tapped my phone, and every hidden text, every secret flight, every lie he told, all of it flashed across the large screens in the hall. Clients, family, friends, everyone saw the truth laid bare. He froze. His smile vanished. "She's lying," he shouted. But the evidence didn't lie. Photos, messages, receipts, every proof pointed to him. The crowd's murmur turned into whispers, then gasps. His empire of deception crumbled in real time. I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I just stood there, chest steady, eyes locked on him, letting him feel the weight of every betrayal. When he finally slunk away, shoulders hunched, pride destroyed, I felt a calm wash over me. I hadn't just exposed him. I had reclaimed myself, my dignity, my life. Because revenge isn't about rage, it's about taking back what's yours and making sure the world remembers who you really are.